I'm Kimberly, your digital literacy librarian at the Oshawa Public Libraries, and today I'd like to introduce you to our Hoopla Digital Media Service. Hoopla is an awesome way to access comics, ebooks, e-audio, movies, and music using your library card, so let's take a look. If you'd like to check out the Hoopla Digital Collection, just open a web browser and navigate to hoopladigital.com. There you'll create an account using your library card number, and you'll be able to browse as well as play all of the content in the Hoopla collection. The Hoopla app's available on both Android and Apple devices via your App Store. So just download the app from your App Store to gain access to the collection on the go. And importantly, to gain access to the ability to listen offline. Music and movies can often consume a whole lot of bandwidth, and you'll want to be able to listen offline on the go when you don't have access to a Wi-Fi network and when you'd prefer not to be using your data minutes. Now let's take a look at how you'll install the app on your mobile device. On Android, you'll open the Play Store in order to search for apps to download. In this case, we're going to install Hoopla, so we'll just start typing Hoopla on the keyboard here, and we see it come up right here as Hoopla Digital. So I'll click Hoopla Digital, followed by Install, and I'll accept the permissions it needs to run on my device. It's going to download, which could take a bit depending on the speed of your connection. And once it's done installing, we can click on Open to open the app and begin the setup process. You can see right away we have the option to log into our existing account or sign up if we don't yet have one. So we'll click Sign Up. And then we'll search for the Oshawa Library. There's Oshawa. So we can now sign up by choosing our email address, making up a password, typing in our library card number, and entering our library card password. If you don't know your library card password, you may need to contact your nearest branch in order to have that password assigned, or in order to have that password reset. You can also reset your password via the library website. Once you're logged into the Hoopla service, you'll be taken to the home screen, where you'll be able to browse a selection of content from all of the categories available in the Hoopla service. If you'd like to view a particular category, you've got a menu right up at the top where you can click on a particular one in order to view what's available within it. On, for example, the Movies tab here, I also have a Featured and Popular menu so that I can see what other users are fans of right now on the service, as well as what are the suggestions right now for the hot titles of the day. Within the Genres tab, I can hone in on the particular type of movie I'm interested in order to view, for example, just the dramas. And even beyond that, I can pick the new arrivals so that I know what's new since the last time I checked Hoopla for dramas I might be interested in. Anytime you'd like to get out of the category you're in, just hit the back button in the upper left-hand corner of the screen to back out up one category, from which you can then access the other categories available within the service. Borrowing an item on Hoopla is easy. It's just a matter of clicking on the title that you're interested in and pressing the Borrow button once the page loads. You'll see I've now borrowed this item such that it's on my account and I can access it anywhere I'm logged into Hoopla. Because I'm on a mobile device right now, I also have the option of clicking Tap here to download, which will download the item to my mobile device so that even when I'm offline, I can play that title without either using my data minutes or being prevented from doing so by my lack of internet access. Using Hoopla on a computer is very similar to using Hoopla on a mobile device. We're just going to navigate in our web browser to hoopladigital.com, and once we're there, we'll click on Get Started to create an account. We can also log in via the login dialog if we've already got an account. But in this case, let's try creating a new account. So you can see the second step in the setup process, once I've picked my email address and chosen a password for Hoopla, is going to be choosing my library. So I'll scroll down until I get to Oshawa Public Libraries. And there we are. I'll click on Next, and now I'm going to enter my library card number and my PIN or password to log in. Again, if you don't know the PIN and password associated with your library card, you can talk to staff at your nearest branch, you can give us a call, send us an email, or you can reset your password via our website using the login form there. Once I log into Hoopla on my computer, as you can see, I'm taken to my currently borrowed items, from which I can view those. I can also hover over the Browse menu in order to select one of the categories most of interest to me. So I'll click on Movies here. While I'm browsing, you'll notice there's a 2 displayed in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, indicating that I have 2 more loans available this month. That month will reset specifically at the end of the calendar month. Until then, I can browse for an item that appeals to me here. I can browse items as in the mobile app via the Featured menu, the Popular menu, and as well the categories that are applied to these various movies. And the category system is very rich. So I can browse not just by the conventional action, children's, comedy, Disney, drama, these larger categories, but as well more specific ones that might be of interest to me. So if I'm interested in favorites from the 40s and before, I can go right there and find what I'm looking for from within that category specifically. Borrowing an item from the Hoopla collection on your computer is very simple. You'll just hover your mouse over the items you're interested in and click the Borrow button to add that to your borrowed items. If you don't have any loans available this month, you may want to favorite that by clicking the heart symbol next to Borrow instead. That way you'll have that item on a list of favorite items that you'll be able to loan when it is again available to you for loan. Once you've borrowed some items that you're interested in taking in, just go to the My Hoopla menu and either click on My Hoopla or on Currently Borrowed to see what's available to you right now. If we hover over top of any of these items, you'll notice that we get a play or a resume option to begin taking in that content. So I'll click Read here, and you can see my content is then loaded in my web browser, and I can read my item from there. You'll notice that the Settings menu is also linked at the top of the Hoopla window at all times. And if we click on there, we'll find a few options that could be significant to our use of the product. Most notably, you've got the option to enable Kids Mode. This will filter content available on the Hoopla service in order to ensure that it's appropriate to younger audiences when it is in use by those younger audiences. And so you can toggle that on and off as needed as you use the product and as you share it with your children. You can also turn on and off borrowing history, which is handy if you want to keep your borrowing history private and make sure it is not stored. So that is the Hoopla product. I hope you'll find it as much fun and as much use as I'm finding it. Again, to cover a couple key points, your loans will reset at the end of the calendar month at midnight, So if you've hit that 0, where you no longer can check out any items this month, you will again be able to check out items on the 1st of the month. And if, like me, you saved items on your favorites list for loan at that time, you'll, at that time, be able to take advantage of that feature. Also, again, downloads are only available on mobile devices that need that offline functionality when they're away from a Wi-Fi network. Computers can take advantage of the Wi-Fi at any library branch, or you can take advantage of the Wi-Fi or internet access at home in order to download and stream automatically via your web browser. But that will not store a local file in the same way as your mobile device will store that file, so you don't have to use your bandwidth or be hit by the problem of not being able to access the internet when away from a Wi-Fi network. Have fun, and good day.